You pause the music, I want to start. Okay. Okay, hi everyone. Hello to everyone on the stream as well. I hope the stream is working. Let us know if there's any audio issues. Okay. Hi. It's still me. Good to see some new faces. That's wonderful. We are going to start. I'm going to talk for a very short amount of time today, which is great. Because Thaddeus is going to bring up a lot of info about Ideas Fest, which is a fantastic opportunity for you guys to get feedback and just generally get to feel the momentum and energy to work on your thing. And then Alvin is going to talk a little bit about Devon Draft, which is also part of Ideas Fest. So we'll get into that now. Okay, so this week is about finding feedback, and I'm going to go very quickly through why, how, who, what, and then Ideas Fest. Okay, let's go. This is where we're at, week 3. At this point, you have a prototype to show others, hopefully. If you don't yet, it's okay, because there is a break week after this. So in the coming week is the week to catch up, if you do need to do that. Also, good job if you made it through 3 Saturdays in a row, because that's a lot of commitment. As you know, I like to just highlight random people within our community and what they're working on. So this is Keith. And so Keith and his business partner are working on these like 3D figurines, blind box, and they're all based around Hyrox. So this is the wall balls, that's the ski erg. That one is the, oh, it didn't show. What's that one? Oh, that one's the lunge. That one's the lunge that you got. Okay, anyway. Hyrox? Hyrox? Anyone Hyrox? No, okay, anyways. Okay, sorry. Yes, yeah, Keith is a massive Hyrox guy. Okay, anyway, this is Zidane. He's working on like an AI agent firewall so that, you know how like this agentic AI that can do all the things for you? So he's making sure that it doesn't do the things that you don't want it to do. Super awesome. He shipped this landing page this week. He's turning this into an API so that anyone can just install it into their own sites. So very cool stuff that Zidane is doing. And also, I'm featuring. But yes, an idle game about a penguin in a polluted world. And the video's not playing. The video's not playing, but it's okay. But there's like art concepts, and then there's a whole drawing out. But I guess you guys can just have a look later. So great job. And this is where we're at. If you're having trouble with the website, please let me know. I will look at the homeworks either today or tomorrow. I have not looked at your week 2 yet. But yeah, keep going. I think a lot of you have enough points to start redeeming things within the shop. So feel free to have a look at the shop and look at what you want to buy. There's like F&B, there's stickers, there's other things. Okay.
There's a game.
Yes, there's a video game. You can get a video game for free from the shop. Sponsored by Ingze from season 1. Okay, and Ideas Fest. Thaddeus is going to talk a lot about this later on, but if you haven't saved the date, please save this date, July 5th and 6th. It is, yep, that's the date. It's happening at Scape. It's the entire building, but Fireplace is just taking level 5. So if you don't have the date down, okay, do it. Okay, anyway. Okay, let's go pretty quickly to go through this. Okay, this week is all about getting feedback. So now that you've made a prototype, now you're going to go out and talk to people. And that's a little bit daunting because it's like, oh, but people are going to criticize me. People are going to give me like negative feedback. Well, that's why we're all going to go do it together. So we're all going to go and find people to speak to. And I'm going to talk about feedback principles. Okay, so a few quotes to start us off. Henry Ford said, if I'd asked customers what they wanted, they would have said a faster horse. So you're like, okay. Steve Jobs said, it's not the customer's job to know what they want. And a bit closer to home, Lee Kuan Yew, I am often accused of interfering in the private lives of citizens. Yes, if I did not, had I not done that, we wouldn't be here today, ... We decide what is right, never mind what the people think. So these are like brilliant leaders and innovators, and they had they just had incredible impact on the entire world. And they're saying, well, you don't really need feedback, right? In some sense, what does it matter what the customer thinks? So on one hand, the most brilliant people say this sort of thing. But on the other hand, it's actually because they already know the customer or the user better than the user knows themselves. So they have a certain element of where they're like, no, I actually know what is good for the user before they even realize what is good for them, because the customer can't even imagine what is good for them. Does that make sense? Yeah. So like Henry Ford like invents cars, or brought about like automobiles for everybody, and so he already knew that this was the way to go because he knew that the users would want it, and that requires a lot of insight. And so the key word sort of is insight when we're thinking about how to collect good feedback. Hey, you're back. Come on in. So that is what the feedback's objective is. You find insights into your users so that you can craft something that's better than they can even imagine. Okay, how to collect good feedback. I'm going to run through these 7 ways. Basically, there's a lot of different ways. You can take a photo if you want. Number 1, observational research and people watching. So that's basically where you watch people and you observe them in the act as they do stuff so that you can check what they need. Next is field-based ethnography. And that is where you follow them around and you let them know that you're following them around, and you sort of learn their rhythms. Like, oh, every morning they buy coffee, then maybe that's a rhythm to take note of. And the journey journals is sort of like a self-reported version of the ethnography. Mobile ethnography is also for the user to self-report what they're doing, because in the kind of day and age of technology, you can easily like get them to just take a photo of what they're eating, to like put a voice note whenever they see something and they're like, I would really need an umbrella right now. And then maybe they just like voice note you every time they need an umbrella, something like that. So all of that is under mobile ethnography, but again, it's to kind of just track this person through their day. The next bit is when you're actually talking to them. So if you're talking to them, then talk about the context, of course, interview them in the act. So this is contextual inquiry, which basically means when they're in the context itself. Then you can ask them how they're feeling, of course. Interviews, you know what interviews are. Focus groups, you know what focus groups are. But basically all of this is to get down to getting key insights about how the user behaves so that you can understand like the why behind what they're doing, and then you can provide a solution to them that they may not have even thought of before. Okay. Questions? Pretty chill? If you need any more info on this, feel free to Google, or you can just find me afterwards. Okay, yes, and if people criticize when you go out and get your feedback, remember, your objective is not to prove your idea is good at this stage. It's still early, it's okay. All ideas and all things can be refined. In fact, at every stage, it's never about proving your idea is good, but to improve it. So criticism is a very good thing, because if someone says, yeah, it's okay, then like you can't really ask them, oh, why is it just eh? But if someone says like, I don't really like it, then you can ask them and grill them onto why they don't like it. So that is, yeah, much more important. It's much better to get criticized actually about your idea. Oh yes, criticism is beneficial. Avoid overly nice people. So I don't want to hear my friends giving me feedback. It's like, oh wow, that's cool. And just nod their head. It's like when you're on a survey or something and you ask like 1 to 10 and the person says 7 and you're just like, that means nothing, right? So you need to get down to the why and the insights of it. Okay, I hope I've made that point clear of like insights and how to get there. I'm just gonna touch on avoid overly nice people for 1 second, which is people can show their support. So last week we talked about how do you find the right people around you, and the kind of metric that I talked about was like they're unusually excited about your idea, which is great. But there are other ways, of course, that people can show measurable support, measurable being the key word. So maybe they help promote your product, maybe they actually use it, they give continual feedback, maybe they follow you on Instagram and so forth, maybe they're contributing. Money is probably the biggest indicator. If people are giving you money, then that's the best feedback you can get. And of course, things like homeworks is like whether the fireplace system is working or not, right? So this one is feedback for us. Yeah, so these are sort of the ways that you can ensure that people are not just being nice to you as you go get feedback. Okay, what to do in the coming week? Get feedback. Recommended 5 people. Go out there. I highly recommend having like a 30-minute conversation with people, you can start like right here in this room. That's cool too. And just do it over video call and ask them like, okay, why? Like, why would this product be useful or not useful? And understand more about the user. Because the more you understand about the user, the more you can be like Lee Kuan Yew, Steve Jobs, and Henry Ford, and just be like, no, this is the right way that things should be. I'm done. Thaddeus. Yeah, I told you I'll be fast. Hey?
Who's LR?
Me.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna pass the mic to Thaddeus, and he's gonna bring you through stuff about ideas first.
Any questions on the feedback?
Any questions?
No.
Pretty simple, right? Okay. It's just a matter of like actually doing it. That's all. That's it.
Thanks. Okay. So yes, for the past 3 weeks while you guys are working on your ideas, we're working on the Ideas Fest. That's our idea. Our project. Yeah. So we are curating like a little guide to how you can prepare towards Ideas Fest, what to expect, what's it gonna be like, and how you can participate and be involved as well. Yeah. So along the way, the deck will be updated. But this is more accurate as of today. So what we covered, so we'll be taking some time. Goals and objectives, approach of how we're approaching Ideas Fest. Hello, take a seat. What's the concept behind Ideas Fest? Key details of what's happening on the day itself, venue and floor plan, just to get you all to orientate with the space. Programs, what's going to be happening. Marketing. So Fireplace will be running our marketing activities, and we want to involve you guys. Anyone saw like the content for season 1? Oh, a bit. Okay, yeah, Joshua, yeah. So a lot of the content is featuring you guys. Like that's our marketing content. So to promote you guys is our marketing content. Yeah. So we want to be able to be more intentional in collaborating towards getting people to the Ideas Fest. Then in season 1, we had a lot of people because they were documenting their progress on Instagram, on socials, and a lot of them wanted to collaborate on IG. And it's like, yeah, why not? But we realized that some of them didn't dare to collab because of like probably there's no context or there's no guidelines. So we're going to talk about it today. Finally, next steps and some key dates you got to look forward to. Okay, so tired. Gotta cleanse the palate, huh? Okay, so what are the goals for you guys? Simply to get early supporters. So every one of you guys here have worked on or is working on an idea. It doesn't matter at what stage, any level of support or feedback would be helpful. Whether is it at like the ideation stage. So touch wood, right? Like even at the Ideas Fest, you got nothing to show. Support will still help because you get feedback, you get traction, right? And the heart of our objective for you guys is to get early supporters, whether or not it's in the form of like a waitlister, or just a free user of your app, or just like a subscriber or a reader, or even just a follow on social media. Those give you some level of feedback and traction, which could then help you to progress forward. Okay. For the public, what's in it for them? Why would they want to support you guys? Good question. So for us, the goal that we want to achieve for the larger public is to ignite their passion to pursue what makes them come alive. Anyone here came for season 1's Ideas Fest as a like a visitor? Anyone? Okay, a few of you guys. Oh, okay. So I'm curious to hear what your thought or what your takeaway, like the intangible part. Do y'all feel like more inspired or like? Oh yeah. Oh yes, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so the goal really is to ignite something in them to have them feel like, well, there's so many ideas of different stages. They don't have to necessarily be polished. They don't necessarily have to become like a business straight from the get-go. And I think when we are able to curate that kind of environment, it allows people to be like, hey, why not let's start that thing that I've been thinking about for them long. So that's the whole objective for the larger crowd. I want to talk a bit about early supporters. Who are early supporters? So just now Eddie covered a slide. Okay, there's people that contribute in terms of money, contribute in terms of different capacities. Some people are just submitting a feedback form. Some people giving you expertise and insight. Some people give you perspectives. Some people give you connection. Some people give you time, etc., etc. I hope that my goal in this slide, in the next few couple of slides, is to give you a better understanding of who these people are. Because some people, they might be the right supporters, but because of the wrong context or wrong environment, they give you like a very mediocre kind of support that will be missed. Yeah. So there's a key difference that I think how I intend to go about this is there is a very sharp distinction between early supporters versus leads or customers. So leads of customers meaning like they sign up for your thing or they buy your stuff. And then there's the early supporter. And I want to kind of make a big difference, a big distinction here. So the question that Fireplace is trying to get to answer in a very deep way is how do we get you qualified early supporters that actually are invested in making you succeed? And I think if we can go deep in that, support might come in different forms. It might come in, yeah, for sure, like there's those people subscribing, people joining your email list, people joining your Telegram groups, people following you, people even buying. I think how we want to see supporters is they are emotionally invested in seeing you succeed. And that could come in different forms, right? So some could be expressed in like spending a day with you to hear you out. And that might be extremely useful. Even though let's say they got no money. It's fine. Yeah. Some people can give you like expertise and insight, but maybe they have little connections. And it's fine. But if you get the right expertise, the right information, the right steps, that could unlock a lot more doors for you down the road. So the question that we're trying to identify is how can we find and how can we get you this kind of people that say even if it's like the wrong different industry from you, how can we still get you these people that are heavily invested in seeing you succeed? Okay, so I break down in this graph. Okay, so the concept behind this is that there is a strong correlation between the level of alignment and integration in whatever you're trying to achieve or trying to do, and the level of effective support that people can give. So the underlying theory here is that the deeper the alignment, the higher the level of support or effective support that they can give. And this could go across different industries. So say Alvin is in games, right? And he is really good at running events and he's really good at connecting people. I run, I'm in the F&B industry and I also want to be able to connect people. So because from an external perspective, we're in different domains, we're in different industries, we might seem very fragmented or disjointed, but actually there are lots of things I can learn from him, there's a lot of things he can learn from me. So this also brings in unique insights from the game industry that I could bring to the food industry. Make sense? Yeah. So the key denominator here is level of alignment. What are the ways that we can go deeper and explore what different levels of alignment and integration can look like? Yeah, so the deeper the alignment, the more they want to be invested in. So the goal is to find like a Venn diagram with, what do you call this? A subset B. A. What's the mathematical term? Intersect, yeah. Subset. Yeah, so So the approach is how can we connect people that resonate with you at a deeper level beyond just, okay, I'm good at tech. Alvin is bad at tech and he needs to build a website. Okay, let me go and build his stuff. So that's valid. That could come off. That could work, but it might seem usually transactional. It's like a one-time thing, and like once we're done, we part. But if we can connect people at a deeper level, say with Alvin, at a level of values, at the levels of essence, we would try to even do things together, even without like an immediate problem solution kind of fit. Yeah. So I drew this little iceberg. Oh, why you all? Oh, it makes sense. Okay, nice. So the way I look at it, this is my theory, of course. Theory 101, philosophy 101. Yeah. So there are different levels to the world that we see around us. At the top of the iceberg is physical expressions of something deeper, right? It could be I am working on an education tech platform. I'm working on a hardware that helps with putting stuff together. But if you go, so the question of this iceberg model tries to get you to unpack is what lies beneath, what is below the ideas. And I want to start with the most bottom one, which is values and essence. So, Ikiet, that's the name, right? Yeah. Ikiet, myself, Eddie, and Alvin, we share a very common deep value, which is connecting people together. Would you agree? Yeah, okay. So, and you're in games. No, media, right? For your more games media. Alvin is more specific in games, I'm more broad. And there's something deeper that we connect with, and we don't immediately see like a natural way of collaboration, but like we feel like there's something there. We feel like, okay, we can work towards something. So that's at the level of values. You don't immediately see something, but you connect something at a deeper level. Next, one layer higher is what I call beliefs or narratives. So for example, I believe that everyone should be connected. I believe I believe that, say, the industry is highly fragmented, and like the way organizations are run or the way the industry is being segmented just makes people very difficult to collaborate and find intersections. Yeah. So Alvin can have a slightly different narrative, right, of how he would approach this. So for example, he could say, actually, the industry is not fragmented. His belief could be people are fragmented. People don't know how to interact with one another in a very collaborative way. So same values, different beliefs, and it's fine. Does that make sense? Then ECAT can have a different perspective as well. But we all share the same value, and when we come together, we have a more holistic understanding. Then we go into, actually, you know what, let me go to the next slide. I give you a better example here. So this is the dimensions of ideas you saw just now. So I use an example here. Say the values beneath your ideas is, say, we care about, we care about living a purposeful life. Now there's what I call another layer here, tension. So the tension here is that when our values meet the real world consists of businesses, consists of different people, and usually when our values meet an environment that is more towards, say, being enslaved, then we feel that tension to do something like, okay, everyone is enslaved or everyone doesn't have the freedom to kind of creatively work on their ideas, then births out a desire to like, okay, let's try to do something about this. And beliefs level, people can still have the same values but have different beliefs. For example, education is fragmented. Freelancing is fragmented. Language enslaves people. So different people with the same values can have same train of values and tensions, but beliefs can be expressed differently. So, for example, if I work like at the education level, in education industry, I might look at the industry as it's fragmented. If Alvin works in like the freelancing industry, he might say the freelancing was fragmented. if I forgot her name. Audrey. If Audrey is like a linguist, right? She might say, actually, language, you know what? Is too it limits people, yeah, in the way that they think. So everyone with different beliefs and narratives would have different mediums or methodologies in expressing it. So there's tech, there's music, there's platforms, there's AI, etc., etc. And the final physical expression or manifestation of this would be different ideas, yeah. So it could look like, for this person, it could look like building an ad tech platform. For this person, building a freelancer platform that connects freelancers to businesses in a more compatible way. For language, maybe philosopher club or like a linguist club or like a film. My whole slide here basically tries to show you that what might be seemingly disconnected at the idea level, actually there could be something deeper that you resonate more with people. And this could be people in this room, this could be people like the public coming to support your ideas. Yeah, okay? And back to my, what's I going to say again? Yeah, back to the definition of early supporters. Just because someone cannot directly contribute immediately, like just because someone doesn't have the problem that you're immediately solving, doesn't mean that they might not be a good supporter. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, this is a negative example. Sorry. Yeah, so same root, high alignment equals high potential to be early supporters. Different root, high misalignment, even in the same industry, bad, like poor potential. So an example, continuing from the previous slide, would be, so say this group of people looks at life as, okay, they want to live purposeful lives. Another group of people, I don't care about purpose, I care about power and control. I want power. Another group would say, I don't care about power, I don't care about like how purposeful, I just care about how effective am I to like the more pragmatic world. Yeah, so they care about progress. So the different kinds of tensions that they feel so different, right? So for this group of people, it's the worldview is, am I affluent versus poor? This group is power versus powerless. Is society becoming more powerful or becoming powerless? For this one, he looks at the world as true freedom versus slavery. And out of these different tensions comes different beliefs and different mediums, and each ed tech platform that, assuming all of them are eventually built education platform, would be designed very differently. And my point in showing this is that even if you have a group of people that is working on the same thing, can be very fragmented. Yeah, it can be highly misaligned. And if you have done like businesses partnerships before, even in people in the same industry, you can see it's actually quite common, like where there is a lot of like misalignment in the way that they see, in the way that they build, in the way that they partner. Yeah. Yeah, so going back to the idea of early supporters and what that means for you at Ideas Fest, we take that problem statement and say, okay, how can we connect people that resonate with you at a deeper level? How can we make that visible? How can we showcase that out so that people can find you at a deeper level? Yeah, I guess. Okay, so here comes Ideas Fest concept. Am I making sense? Am I like... Okay, thanks. Okay, so Ideas Fest concept. So what are we doing to that problem statement? How are we responding to the problem that we are seeing? We want to express it through Ideas Fest, which is in this form. A creative space that allows people to tinker and collaborate on the thing that makes them come alive. For the public, they would feel like, okay, I got a space to experiment. For you, you would have your space to express your ideas, and we allow people to discover who is their people at a deeper level, who's their people, and can we like exchange ideas, can we get feedback? If you have built something, show it to them. If they built something, you want to hear from them as well, because there will be a lot of diverse ways of collaboration. And collaboration can come in the form of maybe they actually want to buy your stuff. Works as well. Or maybe they actually don't want to buy your stuff, but they want to like, okay, let's partner. I know someone that I can connect you with. And he's like damn sure he'll benefit you. So that works as well. And we want to open up to that kind of opportunities at Ideas Fest. Yeah. So just some key details of season 2. It's gonna be at Scape at level 5, which is where you are at right now. Anyone been to trampoline before or seen trampoline before? Okay. Anyone else? No. Oh, okay. So it's quite a big space. In season 1, the capacity was throughout the entire space was like 200 plus. We had 1 day, about like 8 hours. For here, the capacity is slightly smaller. It's 100, max is 150 to 180. But we're expecting way more people. The context is that it's happening under this event called Youth Day, that brings in people that is here to. Okay, yeah, please introduce like background of like Youth Day. Yeah.
I'll just hold it. Yeah, so Youth Day Festival is happening 5th and 6th July. I'm part of the team on that side too. And basically we're looking at different elements of the human experience. So passion, dreams, ambition is an element of the human experience. But of course, like connection, belonging, rest and self-connection, us having a sense of justice for people around you. These are all elements that make up the human experience that is sometimes overshadowed by Singapore narratives such as earning enough money. So we aim to create an event that really allows people to understand their perceptions on how they value these things and then take action on these values. And Fireplace is in charge of the ambition, dreams, passions element because we're perfectly aligned on that. And so we're taking the entire level 5. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. So what that means for people coming in, right, for the public that's coming in, they are coming in with the disposition or orientation towards, I want to explore, I'm open and I'm here to explore new ideas and new passions. Which is a good thing for you because people are very open-minded. They are very by the nature of the openness, very supportive. Yeah, which is a good thing. Yeah. Did I miss anything? Yeah. So how many people are we expecting?
We are expecting about 10,000
10,000
over the 2 days.
Woo!
Those who will come through level 5, maybe about 4,000 to 5,000. So, yeah, but day 2 will probably be less because that's a Sunday, Monday. Just to make it clear. So,
why is it on Sunday?
because MCCY forced me to put it on Monday.
Okay.
And Monday is Youth Day.
Monday is
Holiday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
school holiday.
Yeah, and 6th of July is 6/7. No, that's just like a by the way thing. Yeah. Okay, programming right now we're still in the middle of designing and coming up with it. We'll update again. Actually, no, Eddie, you wanna like talk about what programs? So I bombed you. Yeah, what kind of programs that people will be happening within the space?
Sure. Okay, so as mentioned, different levels will have different themes. So each level will touch on different values of the human experience. So level 1 is about discovering something new and like just trying out a novel kind of hobby. Level 2 is about like connecting with other people. Level 3 is about like dwelling and connecting with like others and connecting with the space and slowing down. Level 4 kind of uses that slowing down to do more like self-connection and reflection. And then hopefully at level 4, because they've connected with their self and they understand a bit more about their place in the world, then when they come to level 5, they can think about like future ambitions and what they want to achieve. And that will lead directly into Fireplace themes. Is that sufficient?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we're redesigning the whole building is basically what we're doing.
So on level 5, there are different. Right now you're at level 3, right? This is level 3. We are going to be occupying level 5. Level 5 has different segments, so you can see this is like the layout of the space. It's a bit bright, but it's basically quite a big space, and there are different segments to the space. There is the gallery, there's the trampoline, there's walkways that we're occupying, there's big open spaces, offices that we are using, including majors, which is not here, and also like balconies. After this, you all can go up and explore and like kind of have a little tour. Yeah, and what you can imagine the space to be, this is more for the trampoline side, which is more of what the core activities will be happening with Fireplace, because there will be other programs and other things that's happening with level 5. Yeah. But as I mentioned just now, because the theme will be very makerspace style, you'll be seeing a lot of like work in progresses on your boards, visual boards, collaborative idea boards. Maker tools will be getting a lot of maker tools, a lot of visual boards for you to express and show your ideas. The concept behind it is that the way for people to collaborate and to ideate with you and to like, okay, I can do this, I know someone from here, is to make it visual and very inviting for them to contribute. Yeah. The problem with just a booth style, which is what we did for season 1, is it's very you or me. It's very my idea versus, it's like an idea versus customer, idea versus someone or a lead. And it creates that distance between how far someone can support, because the person here has what I call info asymmetry. Yeah, that means there's a huge lack of context of what the person understands in what you're trying to achieve or what you're trying to do or what your idea is about. So we are going to give a lot of like big collaborative boards for people to kind of understand, okay, what are you thinking about? Where in your idea weighs more for you? Maybe in the thing that you're building, maybe connection is more important for you. Then maybe someone can add there or kind of support in areas that you are weaker in. Yeah. Yeah. With regards to like the actual programming of like what's going to happen throughout the day, like throughout, yeah, from like early afternoon or late morning to evening, it's in the middle of being designed right now, so we'll update again. Okay, anyone questions so far? On the venue. Okay. Oh yeah.
No, it's okay.
Oh, can okay. Okay, so now let's talk about like the core marketing plan. For season 1, it was a mess. It was okay, not a mess. It was very very organic. Like we wanted to do videos for everybody. We wanted to shoot and edit like a 30-second reel for everybody. But me and Elika, we were like super tight and we only did a few. And we realized that wasn't sustainable for us because there was so many things to execute operationally. So I kind of revisited like how should we approach marketing in a way that we can showcase your ideas beforehand, so that by the time people approach Ideas Fest or they see Ideas Fest, they're like, oh, I saw Deaf and Draft, I saw your idea before, like, and it makes conversations and collaborations way easier. And hence like co-marketing kind of plan. So there are there's at least 5 or 6 items here, so bear with me. The first kind of content that we'll be doing is what we call builder compilation carousel posts. Basically, it's a individual post, 3 times individual posts of different of you and us writing some stuff on it, like an overlay. And the idea is that we want to. So if you can see from the back, it's this little template right, of looks like and then but actually. So the template. The reason for this is that we want to show that, I think, at least for my experience with interacting with people and like you're trying to pitch your idea, like express your idea with friends, people would tend, not everyone, but majority tend to kind of assume very quickly of what your idea is and what it means for you into the world. So for example, if you're building a platform, someone would intuitively think, oh, a platform, okay, it means you're like Fiverr, example, right? Or like a content platform. And in their mind, it'll be like, okay, there's already so many of these, so what makes you special? And when they think that way, they adopt a very skeptical disposition, which we don't want. So we try to kind of reframe your idea in a way that connects deeper at a deeper level. Make sense? Yeah. So we're gonna do a lot of these. We'll be publishing 17 June to 26 June. There are little things that we will need your help. We are getting usually a lot of these clips from the homeworks that you guys submit on a weekly basis. So the more clips that you give us, the more ammunition you give us to like post more. And also important in your weekly homework videos, highly important to like showcase your stuff. Like the more actions you can show with like your demos and your products, that will be extremely powerful. And if you don't have anything like physical to show, it's also okay. There were a lot of people in season 1 that showed like their Figma screens, like whatever is that they're working on. There was even a person that she was building cards. Her name is Cheryl. She was building cards, and the cards weren't physical, but it was like those shape elements on PowerPoint. Yeah, then she just then to show the movement, she just drag and drop, and that's the movement. Yeah. So actually the more raw it is, the better it is. Yeah. With regards to like how to film it, be as authentic and as raw as possible. You don't have to follow like trends on social media where you like dance and like no, like we will not post you. Yeah, so be as authentic as possible. And if it's not perfect, like that's perfect. So imperfect, the more imperfect, the better. Yeah. Okay, so that's the first kind of content. So submit weekly videos and showcase stuff. Second kind of content, build in public demos. So this is highly recommended but optional. So these are content that you post, whatever it looks like, whatever kind of content, we're very flexible. But these are content that you post on your own social media, and because maybe you want to promote something or you want to document your progress, there's this term that goes around. It's called built in public videos or built in public documentation videos, where you document like what's going on in your building. Sometimes people add in call to action. Sometimes it's just purely for documentation. Works as well. In fact, Mei did a lot of that in season 1, and she collaborated with us, and we're very happy to just like accept and like collaborate. Yeah. So the more you want to do, the happier we are. Yeah. Yeah. So this is optional but highly recommended, and I would highly suggest that everyone try at least once. Not for us. I think we got a lot of content to do, like too much already. But it will help you with your confidence when putting yourself out there. Yeah. So even if let's say like maybe someone like me is more particular. If you're like me, you'll be very particular about the content that is on your personal profile. Anyone that similar? Yeah. So you can create a new page, like IG page, that is specific for your building, and then you post stuff there. And we are okay, and we're very happy to collaborate, even if you got 0 followers. Yeah. Yeah, can? So no reason not to post. Okay. The third video is a campaign video. So I think I want to show. But, okay, not really. Never mind. Can show? Huh? Can open Instagram? Yeah. Anyone seen this video? I think not bad.
You made it.
Yeah, I made it. Yeah. I think I have to scroll a bit below. Yeah. Okay.
Should be before or after?
Before.
Quick videos.
Yeah, it's like
Probably one of these.
probably around this, yeah.
Amazing.
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 Are you using Skip's Wi-Fi?
I'm using my own.
Oh. Yeah, probably this one. No, oh, that's Vincent.
This is Josh.
This is Josh. No, this is too early. Yeah, this one.
Oh yeah. This is the one.
Can play?
I don't know if this got sound though. I didn't connect the sound though. Okay. You'll have to narrate.
Oh. Hey, we rehearsed the script before, right? Okay, never mind. It's okay. So anyway, we would be posting a trailer video just to get everyone to feel like they're involved in the designing of Ideas Fest. For this specifically, this campaign that we did was we gave a space, a wall actually, in season 1 to be dedicated for early supporters. So we actually allowed people to write stuff in the form, in the website, and whatever stuff that they write will be featured on the wall itself in Ideas Fest. Yeah, you wanna play?
We're holding a festival.
Oh,
Want to
okay.
design it with us?
Yeah.
Vibrant's taking over a huge stage.
Oh, lag. Okay.
Big enough for 400 to 500 people throughout the day. There's a problem. We're not even halfway there yet. But we've got an idea, and we want to involve you. 3 months ago, we had a vision. We thought, what would a space look like if we could make people feel creative and playful again? So we thought if we could design a space with early ideas and early supporters, the space would be incredible. Right now, the early ideas are ready, and we are
That's
missing
you guys.
the supporters.
Yeah.
It's where you come in. So here's the plan. We want to feature your name on our early supporters wall. All you gotta do is follow us on IG, share the poster, and if you're coming, register by 15th March for a bonus gift. Ideas Fest and the success of traders lives or dies by your side.
Yeah, this is all your homework. This is all your homework.
This is an exciting week. I have actually created.
Yeah, this is the one. This is on PowerPoint.
So this is like what we might be coding thus far. The success of Ideas Fest is down to you.
Yeah.
And when it all works out, your name will be etched into the very first chapter of Fire.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's like an example of what you can expect. So depending on the campaign, which I will show more later, there will be a video lah. But essentially, the point I want to raise up here is submit your weekly videos so you got more clips. Yeah. Okay, next one. Anyone knows Rachel Yip? She was in here in season. Yeah, you know. Okay. So she's helping us with the creatives at this point in time, and she's working on games, but she's also quite talented in the art that she does. So we will also be looking for a couple of people that are willing to be more active in collaborating with us on this post. So this will be like a series of clips that it's an extension or a little upgrade of this. A little upgrade of this. So here, one builder got one slide, right? Oh shit. Okay. This one builder has like 5-6 clips or 5-6 slides. Yeah. So for this one, edited and published by us, not by you. But we will need your help to give us clips and whatnot. If say the homework isn't sufficient. But for this one, because it takes quite a bit of work, we have capacity of 6 to 7. No, but legit, like we cannot do like 30, like yeah, probably 6 to 7. Legit. Huh?
You guys are giving us some
Yeah.
submitting.
Yeah, no, but this one, because it will take more effort on your end, and I don't think, at least from our experience in season 1, not everyone was very open to share like their story in their face, and that's completely fine. But some people are more open, so if you're keen, let us know. Yeah. Oh, okay, this one. This is exciting. So this is it's an online ideas fest, a virtual ideas fest, where we get have a glimpse of what Ideas Fest could be and could look like before the actual physical Ideas Fest. So it's a gated virtual world launch that builds hype before Ideas Fest. People must sign up to access here. And on a certain date, everyone will enter the virtual world together, like within like half an hour, 1 hour, explore the ideas, which is you will be inside the virtual world, contribute ideas, thoughts, visuals, anything that encourages collaboration, and they'll be working towards a collective goal, say 500 contributions within the space, within the world. Once the community, once the entire people have hit the goal, say 500 contributions, the space will unlock like a reward, like imagine like there's a confetti kind of burst, right? And then like a discount code drops down or something to claim on the day itself. So really fun. For this, again, there'll be quite active conversation, active coordination between Fireplace and you guys, because you will have a property inside the world. Yeah, how cool is that? Yeah. This one will be edited and curated by us. At this point of time, you will not be able to be building your own thing. We'll be building it on your behalf. Yeah. So don't need to be too concerned about this. It's more active coordination. Like if you want to find out more information about your idea, you want to know how to better build your property inside it, we'll be talking to you guys. Also important, we might need help with people who can do art or illustrators. So if you know anyone or you're keen to collaborate on this, mainly on the media side, the design side, interactions side, let us know. Yeah, looking for people. But campaign confirmation is TBC, but likely we are trying our best to make this work. Yeah. Okay, I think it's the last one. Oh, still got more. Yeah. So in gallery, which is another section of level 5, we want to feature your work in progresses. Early on in season 1, I call this I called this our art. Fireplace's art is your work in progresses. It's your prototypes. Our music is your sound bites. Yeah, so that's kind of what we want to be able to showcase in this room. It's a low energy space, final destination. After people have like collaborated, wow, so inspired. Like then they think, what about me? Or like what I want to do in life. Then they go here and like process or like slow down. And there's like a big panoramic view of the world. And then there's like a big banner, TBC, like opposite, quite cool. Yeah, you can see like a big banner, like this, yeah, or like a flag, yeah, which is really, really cool. So we want to curate your work in progress. Some of you guys, your work in progress or your prototypes would be like a Figma screen. Some is a community photo. Some is like a hardware, like Limray, like your say you have your Limray makes. Okay, sorry. Can you explain what you do?
Yeah, sure.
Like one sentence.
It's like a modular bag.
Okay.
Audio video.
Okay. So if your bag right, like got version 1.5, you want to throw away one because sucks, right? Give us. You want to display. Okay. So you'll get the gist. Yeah. So give us the actual thing. So by 30th May, which is I think this, what day is today?
It's next Saturday.
Next Saturday, yeah. Let us know what you want to display. So the earlier you decide, the more time you have to prep and more time for us to kind of know what furniture to procure to display it. And then item 2, give us the actual thing by 13 June. Yeah. Because by then we will be probably be trying to put stuff up already. Okay, last, what is that? Yeah. So, okay, collaboration guidelines. So, very, 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 very open to do a collab post on social media, even if you've got 0 followers, even if it's a new account. But requirement, post your progress on the idea that you're working on the sprint. So, if you are working on something else, you are side hustling your side hustle. I don't want that. Yeah, I want your actual side hustle here that you're working on it. Post your progress. It can be raw, it doesn't have to be It doesn't have to have nice music. It doesn't have to be well edited. Subtitles optional. Post it, collaborate with us. Yeah. You all know what's collaboration, right? Collab. You all know, right? Okay. Yeah, just checking. Huh? No, not tag. There's collaborate. There's a collaborate feature. Someone can explain? Oh, okay. Ending again. Okay, like this. Someone's profile. Okay, ending already. Yeah, ideal but not hard requirement. Just mention Fireplace or Season 2 or Ideas Fair, just so people know that who you are. Lah. Okay, next steps. Very important, take photo, but this will be sent to you in the chat group also. Marketing content related. Submit your homework video, very important. Number 2, build in public demo. DM us a date that you aim to publish it by. There's more for accountability. More info, see slide 24. Interest of collab posts. If you want to collab a post done by us, but requires more active participation on your part, let us know by 24th May, which is I think tomorrow. Confirm with us what you want to display at the gallery, 30th May. Give us the actual thing, 13 June. Attend other sessions in real life / online because we'll progressively update like the programs and the layouts and stuff. Yeah, any other updates you let you guys know. Okay, last slide. Some key dates. Yeah, I think I just want to highlight, apart from the marketing stuff, by 27 May, very quickly soon, we'll be more or less confirming the layout of the space, so you guys get a better sense. 29 May, registration open. This is where our website will be live for people to register. Sprinter briefing and prep and allocation of space to you guys, TBC. We'll give you a date really, really soon. By 26 June, which is about T-1 week away, you should be ready. Like, you should have a plan for your own space to be able to, yeah. Then 4th July, which is one day before Ideas Fest, it's set up. Yeah, but more if we have spaces that we can open it earlier for you to check out, we'll let you know. Yeah, 43 more days to Ideas Fest. Yay! Are you excited? Oh, what? Yes.
All the dates that were mentioned, it will be posted somewhere.
Yeah, so I'll be sending the deck in the group chat. Yeah. Questions? Is someone? No.
You don't know the space allocation at like how much space each person given, right?
Each person,
Yeah.
TBC, but it will be like a shared space, quite an open space.
But it's like a table format like in season 1.
It will be slightly different from season 1. Season 1 was more individual, right? We're trying to make it like a bigger space concept. Like, most likely there's a big table, and then there's a couple of y'all will share a table in a big way. But TBC, yeah. Any other questions? No one, yeah. Anything, Eddie?
Nope, nothing. Alvin?
Yeah. Okay, then I now want to introduce Alvin. So Alvin, he is running very similar to Ideas Fest. Something very similar to Ideas Fest, but for games. So, yeah.
Okay, but first of all, can we please give Thaddeus a round of applause for that amazing philosophy system kind of thing. I think it's really cool, and
oh yeah.
and I think a lot of it really resonate with me, but in what I was trying to do, but unable to put into words. And he has so nicely encapsulate like what it is, that how people come together and how works gets done. So thank you. How much time do I have?
Just go fast.
Just go fast. I will. And the slides I'm going with.
Yes, you just click.
Just click. Okay. Some of you guys will have come through from season 1 of Idea Fest. If you're at Idea Fest, you have seen a section dedicated for games, and not just any games, not the popular games or games that everyone knows, but more featuring independent, locally made games, which is the focus here. It's a space for game makers to show up in a easily access, honest environment to get supporters, and for people to also connect with them and discover new experiences in the form of games. So in season one, it is in the messy middle, which is very in line with the theming for Idea Fest, which is let them cook. So show up with your half-finished prototypes, get feedback, get supporters. Right. The problem statement that I have with creating an event like this is I'll go through it very quickly. So making a game is hard. Making it in Singapore in our context and our society is even harder because there is high operational costs, which then that means you want your game to be successful when you create it. So it means putting more time and effort into making it is good. And so quality over quantity. And with the high operational costs, you want to keep your team small. Some people even develop game by solo. And all this coupled with building in isolation because you are afraid of getting feedback, being distracted. You want to focus on making your game good first. Oftentimes, what that means is you are unable to get early feedback or feeling that it's not enough or it's not polished enough to show. And also lack of accessible opportunities, like if you want to submit your showcase to festivals, approach publishers, it's hard to get them to come to the table because who are you? Like, it's not even finished yet. So I want to solve all of that by imagining what if there is a low stake, high honesty gathering where game makers can get feedback from each other. There could also be opportunity for people in cross-disciplinary verticals to come together to discover how they can help games and how games can help their business as well. And real engagement from their target audience, like players or people loving to play games. So here's a snapshot of what we did in season one. 400 attendees throughout Ideas Fest. We managed to showcase 25 games across 7 genres, and of which over 45 developers and collaborators come through in the space. Okay. Some of the game devs who are part of Dev and Draft also participated in season one's sprint, like what you guys are doing. They are given the opportunity to showcase and pitch their ideas to Idea Fest side of people. So hopefully gaining them more audience and making their game a bit more visible to the wider Ideas Fest people. They also get to showcase their games as part of Dev and Draft. So people come through to the tables to play their games. Some pictures. I showcase tabletop as well as digital because I think games is not just video games. Tabletop is not just Monopoly. It is different things, different levels of engagement, gameplay, and they should all be seen as games. So that's what I'm passionate to keep on doing for season 2. Part of that showcase element is that at a big event like that, when you are busy making sure your game is presentable, even though it's not about polish and all that, but people are still coming and you have to engage with them and talk to them. It can be very stressful and awkward not knowing who is around you, who is part of the sprint, who is part of the programming. So a pre-event meetup was host to let people familiarize themselves with each other, to build bonds, to connect with each other, to play each other games before the actual event. So on the day, there can be more community and more support kind of feeling on that. So here's the vibe I'm going for is that if we think about if we think about what Thaddeus was saying, like sounds like but actually is, right? So it's like it sounds like it's just another gameplay showcase, but it's like a festival, but in a very casual, easily accessed format, and it doesn't have to be polished. It doesn't have to be like, oh, this is going to win awards and stuff. We just want to showcase games and have fun, right? So season 2, Scape, we are sharing the floor with Idea Fest. Majors Institute, if anyone knows where that is, on level 5. They are a game development studio. They run short programs for students to as a way to like bridge them with school and the industry. So a lot of their program they collaborate with industry people like SAF, like Air Force. They will build like apps and games for those government or businesses. So they have those kind of collaboration to help their students get real world expertise and experience before they go there. So we are using their space. They're very generous in letting us use their space on a Sunday. And that's where Death and Draft Season 2 will be at. We are also collaborating with Singapore Game Association to run an industry networking, although that's not what I want to call it. I'll think of a better name, but nothing professional, nothing like formal that way, but it's like a gathering of game makers and potentially also collaborators like yourself, like businesses that see themselves wanting to explore games, what games can help you with, and all that. So a little bit more about that. Like a typical game studio needs a lot of things to make a game happen, right? So you actually have the part where you actually build the game, but then who's going to produce it? Who's going to design the sound, the art? There is marketing, there is writing, there is legal, and finance, right? So people across all walks of life, across all individual domains, they have something that game makers needs. And oftentimes, small teams, they end up doing lots of these roles entirely by themselves because of the other problems I was telling you about how making games is in Singapore. So these game makers need expertise. And businesses sometimes, or people don't necessarily see themselves as, oh, I don't know anything about games. So that's not me, right? I'm not a game accounting, but it is actually real experience and things that you can actually help develop a game, right? So that's my pitch to come to the industry networking, like to meet game makers and to find out if any values and beliefs align, so that perhaps things can happen. You guys can collaborate from all other verticals, all welcome, right? And no need to identify yourself a gamer, or you don't actually need to like, oh, I play games since young kind of thing, to be able to talk to these creative people. QR code for a sign up on Luma to the Mixer. I can send these slides as well through Thaddeus and Eddie. This is landing page for the rest of the website, talking about IdeaFest Season 2, as well as there's going to be a sign up for Game Showcase, looking for sign-ups for all kind of projects, even if you do a bit of dabble into concept arts and you see that this might become a game in the future, and I kind of want to get feedback on that. Happy for you guys to have a space to kind of talk to people who can help you make it a little bit more concrete as well. So landing page. I have a Telegram group where it's mostly operational stuff and like how to get there and what to do, what I need from the devs. But I would like to start building a community where anything related to the games, you can find people there to help you. And future events where I want to have perhaps conversations or discussion where public could come and talk with the game community or have certain more smaller playtests that can happen through that too. So Telegram will be where I organize these things, and my Instagram page for announcement on the marketing stuff. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to wrap up everything pretty quickly. Yes, if you are a game developer, talk to Alvin. He's in the Telegram. You'll find him. Okay. I just want to raise one point. Okay, that's back to here. Okay. Basically, Ideas Fest, you are the stars. Ideas Fest is not to showcase Fireblaze. Just to make that clear. Fireblaze is not gonna be the main show. You guys are the main show because your creativity and your passion is the thing that actually matters, not us. Okay, we just set the culture, we do all the design work and do all the background work. And of course, you saw all the co-marketing plans. It's so that you guys shine even more. Nothing to do with us. Okay. So if you want to know more about Ideas Fest, talk to Thaddeus. He's the main in charge on that side. If you are an indie game developer, talk to Alvin. And then my role, of course, is to talk to you about how you're going to communicate your idea moving forward. Because as Thaddeus was bringing out, right, it's about the why behind it so that you actually connect with people rather than just connect on like surface level and then nothing actually comes through. So the why is going to be very important. That is my role in this whole situation. And that is, again, so that you guys can shine better on the day itself and in general. Okay. Okay, so summary of today, I know that we went through a lot and it took quite a while. The summary is basically know your users, go deep to understand them, be criticized. That's actually really good so that you can know the flaws within your idea. And you have to know your customer better than they know themselves through the insights that come through. And then, of course, utilizing Ideas Fest, which is a fantastic opportunity for you to get to do what you do. Questions? Questions on anything, literally anything that we talked about? No? Good? Yes?
I have questions about homework. If you are behind, then how do we catch up?
Oh, don't. Yes, don't worry about it. If you just submit as you go. So it's very simple. The best way is obviously to watch the videos, and everything is recorded and put on YouTube. If you need the links, just let me know. And then just catch up. There's no penalty for being late or anything. But we're basically at the stage where you're starting to get feedback on the prototypes that you've created. Was there another question? So, okay. Okay, then next week, there is no session. Do not turn up at Scape next session. I will be at a wedding. I am not going to be around. So if somebody wants to host co-working, they can host the co-working, but it's not me. So there's nothing happening next Saturday. This is the week in order for you to catch up. So you have 3 weeks of content to go through. It's very simple. It's about your idea and communicating it. And then it's about creating a prototype. And then it's today's like 10-minute. I only talked for 10 minutes today, which is about how to get great feedback. And yeah, you have this break week to catch up if you need it. The next session, which is on 6th of June, okay, 6th of June, will be on iteration and how do you like specify targets and what does growth really mean for early ideas. Anything else? Okay, then I apologize that this has gone on for quite a while. That is all. Now is the time for you guys to just show each other what you got. So feel free during this time to take out your prototypes if you have them. If you don't have them, then you can work on them as well. Ask each other for feedback. Start understanding how people interact with your ideas, and help write questions for each other. So just on this last point, right? So a big part is getting to the why of the idea, right? But sometimes it's difficult to think up questions on how to like get to the why. So if the other person, if you would like, just request to the other person, and maybe they can help you think about how the process of collecting feedback for your own idea. Okay, I'm not going to talk anymore. Go for it. You can be in your tables. That is a very long table. Okay, we'll figure out the groups. Just go for it. Some music? Do this.